All right. Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. I am super excited to be here with you guys tonight. My name is Ashley Walmer, and I am one of the leaders on your guys' team. And every single Monday night at this time, 9 o'clock Eastern, we always do a team Zoom. So you guys are going to hear from different leaders in our teams, different leaders in the company, just giving you tips, tricks, all sorts of different kinds of stuff every single Monday night. So make sure that you guys are plugged in, you set your alarms. I was told once you show up, your income goes up, and it's so true because motion creates emotion. So when you're around the fire and around the team and excited, you're usually excited about your business, and that carries over. I mean, how many of you sign your first VIP customer, sign your first brand ambassador, and you're so excited and you're like, I want to do it again. I want to go sign somebody else up tomorrow, right? Like you have that fire in your belly. And once you stay around the team, you're just so connected that you just want to keep moving forward, right? And I know some of you guys have heard me say that there's no standing still. There's no stagnant. You're either growing or you're dying. You're either moving forward or you're moving backwards. My mom always used to say that about our faith. She's like, you're either moving closer to the Lord or you're moving backwards and you're backsliding. There's no just like staying the same. And I think about that with our relationships, right? With your husbands, with your kids, with your family, with your best friends, also with your business. So there's no just coasting. When you start coasting, you start rolling and losing that momentum and moving downhill. And we want to stay uphill momentum. Now, that doesn't mean that life doesn't happen and things happen, right? But staying close to the fire and getting on these Zooms is one of the most important things that you guys can do. All right, so I'm going to start with a few announcements for you guys. The Renew Challenge has officially started. Yay! So if you are brand new to our team, I know you're like, yeah, I just signed up yesterday. But for those of us that have been anticipating this, it's been a couple of weeks. So it has officially started. If you were not on the corporate call last night from Eileen, you need to watch that video. It is going to go over in detail over everything that corporate is doing for us. Okay, they're sending emails every Wednesday and Sunday. There's a theme of the week each week. You can pick, your activity level. They're making it so simple, you guys. So if you didn't watch that, watch it. Make sure that you guys listen to that, even if you're, in the shower tomorrow morning or driving to work. Put it on. I'm going to be going over different details with you, okay? So that has started. We are also in the final countdown. I want to do the Rocky theme song when I say that, to Director Summit. So we are 6 weeks, 6 pay weeks, 6 weeks of qualification away from that. And I'm here to tell you, do not discount yourself out. Do not take yourself out of the running. I just did a call with somebody last week who was getting paid as a 1-star executive who is claiming and planning on being there. We set some very intentional goals. She knows exactly how many people she needs to enroll. She knows exactly how much volume needs to come into her business. The last 4 weeks is the volume that it's going to take to get there. And so these 2 weeks, she's building momentum. She wants to double her team size, get recruitments up. They have a weekly goal and a daily goal for volume of what needs to happen. And here's the thing. Yes, she's going to go to Director Summit, and everybody on her team is not, right? They're not, well, they could go director, but they're going to go 1-star. They're going to go 2-star. They're going to start rolling their businesses forward right now. And guess what? You guys saw what happened. There was a Director Summit. Steph and I both went. And then a couple of months later, they announced another one. That might happen again, don't you think, right? So when you can get that ball rolling, and here's the thing, you guys, I talk to so many of you all the time that we talk about your goals, your income goals. You want to make, $200 to $500 a month, or maybe you're in the range where you want to make $2,000 to $5,000 a month. Well, director is where you want to be. That is the range where you're going to be making around $2,000 a month in income. And so that should be your goal. That should be your focus. If that's the kind of income that you're looking to make in this business, maybe wanting to pay for your mortgage, maybe paying off debt, director should be where you have that laser focus of getting to that rank. It is what you want to be at, right? And so if you are a part of a team with a leader that is running for that, you are a huge part of them, and you will carry on the momentum. I used to say in my last business, because our team just had a lot of momentum, we created a lot of urgency, and I was like, man, I feel bad for people that join teams that aren't really going or pushing for ranks, because when the leader is pushing for a rank, everybody else kind of falls in place, right? Everybody else gets excited. The pace of the leader is the pace of the pack. And so when you guys are on a team where people are moving and shaking and going places, it's exciting. You want to be a part of that. But more importantly, your prospects, your friends, your family, they want to be a part of that as well. They want to know that they're joining something bigger than themselves, and that they're getting into something where everybody around them is winning and succeeding and moving forward. And so as the leader, you guys, you get to decide, that's me. That's me for my team. I might be an executive right now, but I know where I'm going. I'm going director, and I'm taking every single person that's on my team with me, and I'm going to get loud about my goals. Or maybe you're saying, you know what, I want 2-star executive in the next 3 or 4 weeks. Claim it. Start saying it. Tell your teams, you guys. Tell your teams, I'm going to hit this rank by this time. Like, who's coming with me? I told one of my uplines one time a goal. You guys know what she said? And this was a dear friend of mine. She said, Ashley, I 1,000% believe that you can do it, but don't tell me, show me. And it hit me for a second, and I was like, okay, like, she doesn't want to just hear what my goal is. She wants to see my work ethic. She wants to see that I'm not just saying I want something, but I'm making it my duty, obligation, and responsibility to go get this done, because I'm a finisher, right? I do and say, and I finish what I say I'm going to do. So, okay, sorry I went off on a tangent about Director Summit, but I want as many of you there with us as possible, and I don't think any of you should be counting yourself out. And I'll tell you that in my last company, I got started day one, and I had 6 weeks to hit a goal that was the same level as director, right? And I knew I was starting with 0 volume. I had 0 volume in any of my legs, 0 volume in any of my, I didn't have any customers signed up. I didn't have any brand ambassadors signed up. I was starting from ground zero, literally. But I knew that if I hit that rank, $2,000 a month for my family could literally transform everything, right? Like, I didn't get into this to play small. I got into this to play big, because I want to set a lot of people free with income. And it was work. It took a lot of work, you guys. I'm not going to tell you that right now, if your goal is director and you're sitting at executive or 1-star, that it's not going to take every ounce of everything you've got, but dang it, it's going to be so worth it. It's going to be so worth it when you can start writing those checks to pay off your debt, when you can send in your mortgage payment 6 months early because your Emrys business is paying for it. You're not going to look back and be like, oh man, that 6 weeks was a lot of work. Sure wish I didn't do that, when you're sitting there making $5,000 a month, $2,000 a month. You guys, it is so, so, so worth it. All right. So you guys got this. So okay, let's dig into Renew 180 Challenge. So I was just looking at stats today on like what happens with New Year's resolutions. And if you guys haven't checked out my last post on Facebook, I posted a ton of different stats on there. But I also heard today that this is what got me thinking about it, is somebody said that like 50% of people that make a New Year's resolution by January 12th have already thrown in the towel, have already given up on it. And I was like, man, we have such an opportunity here, because they set New Year's resolutions, you guys, for a reason. They want to get in fit. I'm like putting words together. They want to get in shape. They want to get fit. They want more for their finances. They set those goals for a reason for themselves, but maybe they didn't have a plan in place. Maybe they didn't know how they were going to do it. Maybe they didn't have a support system around them to encourage them and support them. Maybe, yeah, they said they want to be debt-free in 2020, but they have no idea how to actually get that done, or if there's something out there that can even assist them in helping them. So they throw in the towel and they give up, right? You guys, we have such a huge opportunity right now to go help all of our friends and family go run after their goals that they set for themselves. And maybe they didn't set any, because maybe they say to themselves, you know what, every year I set these and I never follow through, and I look around me and nobody else follows through on them either. So I'm not even going to try, right? But it doesn't mean that they don't have something deep down inside of them that they want something better for themselves. They just haven't had anybody say, you know what, I believe in you. You know what, you're worth it. You know what, you deserve to know what I have my hands on. And I think if I can do this, heck, you can do this, right? Whether it's business or product, you guys, if I can do this business, oh my gosh, you got this. If I can do this Renew 180 challenge and start chipping away at some of my health goals, oh my gosh, girl, you're way more disciplined than me, right? They just need somebody to believe in them and lock arms with them and give them a solution. And we have that, you guys. So we have such a huge opportunity right now to scoop up all those people that made New Year's resolutions and let them go. Or maybe you've got a group of friends that don't believe in themselves and they need that renewal in their life, a renewal of a friendship to rekindle that inner like ignited fire in them. All right. So how to sign up. A lot of us, you guys, are getting our own people's, I'm calling them challengers because potential just seems funny. So if you've got somebody who said, yes, I want to do the 90-day challenge with you, I'm calling them challengers. If you've got 4 or 5 challengers and you're getting their email addresses and going to renew180challenge.com and actually putting in their email, what happens is the next page is a sales funnel. It's done very, very brilliantly. Okay. They can't see every bit of information until they're actually in the sales funnel. So then the next page that pops up is the steps to success. It's more details about the challenge. Well, they're not seeing that because we're putting in their email. So what you want to tell them is, hey, Stormy, I just signed you up. You're good to go. I'm so excited that you're doing this. Why don't you check your email? You should be getting one very, very soon with confirmation that you're in the program. And also there is a link in that email that's going to take you back to the website. You can go to it anytime you want with steps to success and more information, everything you're going to need to know about the challenge if you have any questions. Okay. So I just wanted to throw that out there to you guys. I don't know if you've figured that out yet, that you can't see like some of the parts of the page without actually putting in an email address. Okay, so what do you guys need to do right now for this challenge? Here's a couple of things. 1, if you're not currently taking these products, you're missing the boat, all right? You're missing the boat on having them, touching them, feeling them, taking pictures of them. You're missing the boat on getting results. And same thing, if you can't afford all 3 of them, buy one product this month, okay? Pick one, Synergy or Renew, I would say. Then pick either Synergy or Renew the next month, and then pick Vita for the 3rd month and get your nutrition all good to go. So, but you guys need to be using these products. Why? Because your friends and family want to see your results and they want to hear your story, not mine, not Melissa Schaefer's, not Kim Lohr's. I know that there's tons of results out there from people, but my friends want to see and hear from me. They don't care about looking at somebody else's body, right? Or hearing how they're sleeping great and the stress is cut in half and cortisol levels are down, right? They don't want to hear about that. They want to hear about mine. So the first thing you guys need to do is make sure either you have these products at your house or you go ahead and order them. Come up with a plan. If you guys need to save a little bit, go for it. Sign a couple customers, make that commission, use your money to put towards your own business, okay? Take your before picture. I know it's uncomfortable, but do it, you guys. Even if you don't want to do it in like a sports bra, or men, if you don't want to do it full belly hanging out with some shorts on, put a shirt on, totally fine. It's 1,000% okay. I want you guys comfortable, but you want to be able to see those visible results. And then another thing is, I would say pick a day of the week, whether it's every Friday or every Wednesday, that you're taking another picture. Okay, not just worrying about the scale and what the scale says. I know some of us are worried about the scale. They want to see that number go down, right? But others of us just want to see and feel better in our clothes, right? If your jeans are getting a little too tight, instead of going and buying the next size up, maybe it's time to just start getting a little bit more fit, right? Fit back into those old jeans. So take pictures throughout your journey. It's going to be really fun for you to see 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, right? 3 or 4 pictures side by side and see your progress. It's going to be so inspirational for you guys on days that you feel like giving up. It's going to be awesome to have people in on your journey and where you're going and what you're doing with it. So get your post or get your pictures taken, all right? The next thing is figure out what your goal is. What is it that you are trying to run after? Again, part of the reason why is you want to be able to articulate that to people. When they say, well, why are you doing this challenge? You need to be able to say, not, well, because my company put it out there and I really want to promote, right? Like, you don't want to be caught off guard with somebody asking you, well, what are you going for? What are you hoping to get out of this 90 days? You know, you want to be able to say, I'm getting super intentional with my positive self-talk, just taking my thoughts captive. You know, I want to lose 10 pounds and I just want to feel better. I just want to be more confident. You know, I've just been so not disciplined in my life lately and just honestly kind of lazy. I haven't been working out and it's only from a lack of discipline. So I'm just super excited to be a part of something where I have a community of people cheering me on and something super easy and simple that I can fit into my lifestyle. I'm so freaking excited to get those results come April and get ready for like my summer body, right? Like that would be something I would say to one of my friends. But again, that's my goal, you guys. So if you haven't figured out and written it down what your goal is to be able to articulate it so it can just roll off your tongue when you're talking to people, you guys need to do that, okay? Last thing is get it posted. Post that you have accepted this 90-day challenge, this Renew 180 challenge. Put it out there, get it out there to the world, and you can post about it a couple of different times in a couple of different ways. You can do it on Instagram story. You can make a big post about it. I saw Danae post about it a couple of days ago, and then today she posted just about the synergy aspect of it. So she's reeling her audience in, breaking down the products. My guess is her plan, I don't know this, is probably to do one about Renew, and then a couple days later maybe do one about Vita. And so maybe those people that are watching are going to start catching those little bit of clues of saying, oh, these are the 3 products that are in this Renew 180 challenge. I'm really interested in that synergy, right? And it's going to draw them into getting the whole kit themselves. So let's talk a little bit about how to enroll VIP customers with this challenge, like how to use this challenge to kind of explode your business and take it to the next level. So make sure you guys are getting emails and sign them up yourself. Why? Because you want to have a list of who is a challenger for you. What I would do, if you're a Google Doc person, make a Google Doc. If you're a piece of paper, make a piece of paper. Right at the top, my challengers or whatever fun name you want to come up for. And then write name, email. And then when you put their email in, I would like do a check mark. And then I would put like follow up or even like add to accountability group and like check mark, right? So you have a running list of who all you're working with. Did you sign them up with email? Did you add them to our Renew community? Have you followed up with them? And then how many times you followed up with them? So that way you're keeping track of who you're talking to. And then, like I said, have it on a piece of paper, make an Excel spreadsheet. I'm an Excel kind of person. So I would even have a column that says something like convo. And I would maybe write in there, talk to her today a little bit about synergy. She's not wanting to purchase the full pack because of budget right now, but we talked about getting her on synergy. Follow up on payday Friday, right? So just some notes in there for myself so I know who I'm talking to about what products, things like that. Get yourself organized, okay? Let's see, make sure you guys are talking to them about their goals. Like, don't just get their email. If you make a post and they're like, hey, I want to be in it. And you're like, sweet, awesome. What's your email? And you go put their email in and that's it. That's the end of the conversation. You guys should be expecting zero anything from them, right? You need to say something like, okay, girl, you're all signed up. You're ready to go. But all right, talk to me. Tell me, what is it that you want out of the next 90 days? Like, what does that look like for you? If you could be your perfect self in 90 days, your dream life, what would that look like? Like, let's have a conversation. Have them tell you what their goals are, and then start asking questions about how our products could be a solution. So what I would say is, okay, so tell me about your sleep. Are you sleeping like through the night? Are you sleeping well? All right, write it down. Are you stressed out? Do you find yourself like stressed or stress eating, right? Are you getting headaches? Just certain things that you guys know that synergy will combat. We also know that stress leads to cortisol levels, which is belly fat. It holds your belly fat in. So a lot of times when people are working out and losing weight, they get stopped when they get in a stressful mood or stress comes over them, right? And so educating your people about that, then move on and ask questions about, okay, so are you currently like taking any vitamins or supplements, anything like that? Yes or no? All right, so do you feel like you need maybe a boost of your metabolism, something maybe that would help suppress your appetite? Are you somebody that maybe gets hungry midday? Then listen, let them talk, you guys. Maybe ask them then a couple more questions about renewal. Do you feel like taking something every single day that would really just like attack that belly fat area would be something that you'd be wanting to do or willing to do? Okay, listen. Then say, all right, talk to me about your nutrition. You said earlier that you're taking some supplements. What does your nutrition look like? Like, are you getting, good fruits and vegetables, things to help alkaline your body? Because when your body's alkalined, you can't, like, sickness, disease, cancer doesn't grow, right? So talk to me about what that looks like. How many fruits and veggies are you eating every day? Are you getting superfoods in, like acai berry? Just ask questions and listen to them. Also, you guys, did you know that like 75% of your immunity lives in your gut, right? Like your gut, which is what Vita starts to attack and starts to bring up. And so it's just going to help to boost their immune system once their body's alkalined anyways. So those are things that help. And once you're taking Vita a couple times, like 2 tablets a day, it also helps with cravings. You're not going to go for the potato chips when you've just given your body 12 superfoods. So start asking questions to break down what you know are the benefits of each of those products, all right? Okay, then I said make the ask. So at the end of the day, if you're asking these questions, asking them about your goal or their goals, getting their email, but you're not actually making the ask by saying to them, hey, I know that you signed up for this challenge and it's super, super exciting. I can't wait for you to get your results. If you want to fast track those results and get even more results with that, like I'm talking maybe losing 5 pounds in a week from bloating, sleeping through the night, everything that you just told me that you're really wanting, we have a kit, a bundled kit where you're going to get 30% off. So 10% more than just buying them normal. $30 in savings, right? So we have a bundled kit to help fast track your results. I'm actually throwing in some orders for the week. Did you want me to put that in for you? Okay. If they're like, oh, I don't know, that's just maybe a little bit more for my budget, then say, well, you know what? That's okay. What would your budget be? Okay. What would your budget be? If 147 isn't your budget, what could you afford to go run after these results? Let them say a number. Let them say 100. Don't try to just talk them into one product. You ask them what their budget would be. What would it be worth spending to you to get these results? If they say $100, what I would do is based on what they've answered in the questions I've asked them, I would say, okay, well, let's get you started then on Synergy and Renew today. And we'll work Vita in later, but let's get you started on that. That's going to get you a really good gentle cleanse. It's going to help to, attack that belly fat area. It's going to get you sleeping and less stress. That'll be perfect. Then we can kind of reconvene in a couple of weeks. If we need to throw Vita on there next time, we can do it. Oh, and by the way, did I tell you that you get 10% back in your orders, or 5% back in your orders for your first one? So you're going to have some free product credit coming to you. All right. So making the ask, talking to them about the products, not just signing them up and waiting for them to realize, oh, we have products, right? So make sure you guys are posting and adding to your story. We kind of already talked about that. Think of different ways that you can be posting about this. Also, like, make sure you're not just posting about this and just posting about Emrys. Make sure you are you as well, and you're posting other things to kind of sprinkle it in. If you guys are needing ideas, make sure you're on our graphic page because we have tons and tons of images there as well. All right. The next thing that you guys can be doing to sign customers, to actually get them in the system, is once you've got their email, they're in, they're good to go, be inviting them to local events. Get them on the Wednesday Discover Emrys. We're going to have a Facebook event next week. Add them to that. Talk to them about maybe setting up a one-on-one with you so you can actually go through these products, show them the Discover Emrys presentation, fit their kind of where they need to be, because maybe they're super excited about this, but they need to be walked through the product. So make sure you guys are actually taking that next step and getting the business, getting Emrys start to finish in front of them. So how to enroll BAs with this challenge, you guys, is before you put in the VIP order, like before you actually hit submit, this is one trick that I always do, is I'll say, hey, I'm getting ready to actually hit submit, but question for you, I don't know if extra income is something that interests you. Tonight, obviously, you're spending $147. For $50 more, you can actually do what I do and make money. I know you're going to have like 3 to 5 friends once you talk about getting in on this challenge that they're going to want to do it for you. I mean, I would love the sales, but these sales could be yours. You could make commission from this. And instead of just going and running after, your health goals, you can start running after some income goals. Like, how cool would that be? Is that something that interests you for $50 more doing what I do? And just see what they say. Send it in a voice audio, send it in a text, whatever you guys want, but just see what they say. Put it out there. So it's $52 more and they can make money. All right. So the next thing I wanted to say to kind of like wrap this thing up, you guys, is like, it is go time, right? So we obviously on this team, we talk a lot about when somebody gets in, getting them to executive in your first 7 days. If you guys are at whatever rank right now, and I don't care how long you've been in, whether you've been in with me since the very beginning, since February, when we were just signing NDAs, right? Or if you just got started 3 or 4 weeks ago, or if you've been sitting at 1-star executive all summer long, okay? I don't care where you're at on your journey. You can make a decision right now that you're relaunching yourself. You're going executive again. You just need 2 people, right? 2 more people. So what do we say to a brand new person? If this is easy, let's get you 2 people. Let's get you to executive by the end of the week. So that's what I'm saying to all of you guys. You guys, this is easy. We have our hands on something that is freaking incredible and life-changing. So just go do what you've already done before. Go executive again, right? Obviously, you're at a higher rank, or you might be at a higher rank. I'm just saying, go get 2 people. Go get 2 people this week. Make it your goal, your duty, obligation, or responsibility to do whatever it takes to go sign 2 people this week. Go back to everybody you guys have ever talked to about this business. It is going to get that new blood in your business. It's going to get you excited. Remember, motion creates emotion. You guys are going to be on freaking fire if you go find 2 people this week to enroll. All right. Now, let's talk about money. Let's talk about the money that happens. When you enroll 3 brand ambassadors at that $199, that renew kit, you get a $50 fast start for every single one of those. That's $150. That pays for your renew challenge kit. So if you want to tell your friends, hey, you know what? I just got this challenge kit for free. They're like, what? How? Well, I'm a brand ambassador, which means I make money. And I just went and enrolled 3 of my friends as brand ambassadors, and it paid for my kit. So if you want to do this challenge with me and make a little bit of extra money and actually get your kit for free, or get it paid back, get it reimbursed, maybe that's a better way of saying it. If you want to get your kit money reimbursed, you need to do this with me, because you're going to have like 3 to 5 people that are also going to want to do this, right? So talking through what you're actually making and running with it like that. So like I said, I kind of want to end just talking a little bit about money and how you guys can make bank here, make money here. Like, what does that look like? Are you wanting to maximize our compensation plan? Because we all know we've got 10 ways to earn, right? Which they're incredible. But here's a couple of things that when I look at the comp plan, I'm like, okay, check, check, check. These are the non-negotiables in order to not just hit the bare minimums. Like, I told you guys, I don't want to play small. Like, I want to play big. I want more income, right? I don't want to just settle for the least amount possible. Why would anybody want that, right? So shoot for that 500 PCCV. Get your 25%. You guys are leaving so much money on the table, right? If you're sitting there and you're only making 10% of sales and somebody over here is making 25% of sales, don't you think that that's a little bit different? You guys have probably heard from Erin Austin the last couple of weeks talk about how she was the top enroller and top recruiter. You guys, she almost got 2 shares in the customer bonus pool. Can you imagine what her paycheck was alone just on the 25% commission on that? Like, that is incredible income, right? So 25%. So make it your goal to get 500 PCCV every single time there's those dates. Then shoot for the customer bonus pool, you guys. Get a share. Go for 1,000 in sales every 4 weeks and get into the customer bonus pool. That you're leaving money on the table by just doing a little bit more work, right? Just a little bit more. Every single week before it ends, I pull reports and there's so many of you that are 100 or 200 away. That's a couple bottles. That's a couple asking people if they want to try your products. It's just a little bit more effort, and you guys have so much more income that is going to go into your paycheck. And then the last thing is shoot for recruiting. Fast start bonuses. When Erin enrolled 11 brand ambassadors, that's 11 fast start bonuses, you guys. That's either 11 at $50, 11 at $100, or 11 at $200. Can you imagine if you're getting paid? She was a 1-star executive that made over $1,000. If you're a 1-star executive on this call right now, I want you to like throw a 1 in the chat. Okay, I'm just curious. Because 1-star executives, you guys, like bare minimum, they're making like $200-$300 a month. How many of you want more? How many of you signed up to not do the bare minimum, to not just make $200 to $300 a month? You want $1,000 a month, right? Did you guys know that you can earn that amount at 1-star executive? If you're shooting for these 3 things, you guys are going to hit way over those requirements. And then guess what? That's volume that's going to help you rank up. And then once again, once you rank up, once you go 2-star, you tap into more income because you're getting paid on a bigger percentage. Okay. So, when you have your own goals, everyone on your team, hold on, what did I say? Sorry, I sometimes write notes and then I just like see a word. So I just said, when you have your own goals and everyone when you have those goals. So when you have those 3 goals of getting in the 500, getting that 25% commission, getting in the customer bonus pool and earning income that way, and shoot for enrolling and getting those fast starts up. When you have those goals and your team has those goals and you teach your team to have those goals, you guys, everybody's paycheck is freaking stellar. It's healthy. You're way overqualified for the ranks. You guys are probably then starting to create some momentum in your business instead of staying stuck and stagnant, right? So when you decide, you know what, tonight is the night that I'm running for those 3 things. I want 25% commission. I'm getting in that dang customer bonus pool, and I am enrolling some brand ambassadors so I can make some fast starts because I am sick and tired of settling for just the bare minimum. I want more. God designed me. You guys, you know what my word is for the year. It's more. Through him, we can do abundantly more than we can ever think or imagine, right? So why are we settling? Like, why are we settling for mediocre when we can have more? He's giving it to us, but he's not going to bless what you're not doing, right? He's not going to bless. Are you sitting around waiting for like the heavens to fall and brand ambassadors to fall in your lap and VIP customers over here to fall in your lap, and you're sitting there watching The Bachelor tonight, right? He's not going to bless your business or bless what you have going on when you don't bring a harvest to him to bless. All right. So there is so much income in this compensation plan, you guys. It's unreal. You just have to have the work ethic to tap into it. All right. That is my favorite thing about this industry is you can let your work ethic write your paycheck. I don't know if Danielle Butts is on tonight. I do. I see her. Okay. I'm going to tell you a story about Danielle Butts because she is one of my favorite people on this planet, but she is also an incredible teacher. She cares about her kids so dang much. And I remember when I first met her a couple of years ago, I was like, oh my gosh, I seriously wish that I had like teachers like you for my kids. Like, I'm just hoping and praying that one day, someday, that they get a teacher like you because you care about your kids so much. But do you guys know, as a teacher, you're capped out. You only make so much money. And it doesn't matter how much impact she makes in those kids' lives. It doesn't matter that she shows up and stays late. It doesn't matter that her room is creating an environment where kids want to be there and cultivate friendships and relationships with her. It doesn't matter. She's getting paid the exact same amount. It doesn't matter what her work ethic is. And there's so many of us that are in jobs like that or have jobs like that where we get capped out. And that's my favorite thing about network marketing, you guys, is here you literally let your work ethic write your paycheck. So based on what you want, you run after, you go for it, and you get it. And that's my favorite thing. It's not tied to anybody else. It's not tied to somebody on your team going and building it for you, and you get just to sit back on, everybody else. That's the thing I love about this comp plan, is it's very fair. You do have to go enroll, right? You do have to do some things because it's not fair to just sit back and ride off of your team's volume. So, all right, you guys, that's it. Sorry, I kind of went off on a tangent there. I just want more for you guys. I want more for each and every one of you. I believe it is possible. I believe in every single one of you that you can run after this and do it. You just have to decide that you got this, you're worth it. Put an income goal out there for yourself for January. How much money do you want to make before the end of the month? Like, break that down. If you want to make an extra $500 in the next 2 weeks, let's go get it done. Let's go for it. Why are we sitting around, right? It's time to go. Get yourself two more brand ambassadors. Get yourself into that customer bonus pool. Get yourself to 500 PCCV. Claim that money that you're leaving on the table by doing just a little bit less, right? Do a little bit more and claim it. It's yours, you guys. Okay? All right. That's it. I love all of you guys. I hope you have a super awesome night. Reach out if you have any questions. We do have tons of resources. Oh, that was the only other thing I was going to show you guys. I'm going to stop recording. I am going to screen share with those of you that want to stay on. I did a Facebook Live on Saturday showing you guys some things that are in our team page, some resources showing you guys the Facebook group. If you haven't watched it yet, stay on. It'll take me 2 seconds. I just want to screen share